kind of back to COVID-19. So obviously everybody's changed up their process. We've been forced to. I think the automotive industry for too long, honestly, has been behind the curve and really embracing digital. We're doing a much better job than hell even 3-4 years ago. Back when I remember, folks thought I was crazy. Like, oh man, you're doing all this posting on Facebook and well, that's crazy. You can't do that. I would get in trouble for trying to do live videos and everything like that. And now, I get paid to teach people how to do it, which is so crazy. You know what I'm saying? But with all these changes that you made, do you think that this is we're going to be, the automotive industry as a whole is going to be forced into a new normal because customers are not getting used to it?
They don't have a choice. The automotive industry, the people in the car business, dealers, they don't have a choice anymore. It's been a slow progression into that whole digital retailing thing. And the manufacturer has been harping on it for years. Okay, this is not a new thing that the manufacturers are trying to get dealers to do. The dealers just want to know part of it because they didn't have to. They didn't lose their co-op money. They weren't losing anything from the side of the manufacturer. They weren't losing allocation. They weren't losing those things that help them sell cars. So they didn't really care about doing that digital, the digital delivery and things like that. This has forced everybody's hand to at least figure it out, or they're going to be out, because once it becomes a more natural way of doing business, that's going to be the way that most people are going to want to do business. Now, you're still going to have, like we mentioned earlier, you're still going to have a few people that have no choice but to come to the dealership, right? You're buried in a trade, all right? If you've got, bad credit, you're probably going to have to spend a little bit more time at the dealership than just a digital retail operation. If you've got good credit, you got mid-tier credit, you can accept your price, click on the thing, get your financing, and watch Netflix while you wait on your car to show up, okay? But here's the way I think the top dealers are going to take advantage of this, and these are going to be the dealers that start delivering the message up front. First and foremost, while we're going through COVID-19, stop delivering the message as a way of selling them a deal or making them a deal, okay? Start selling it and delivering the message as a way to offer relief to people, okay? Think about this. All the manufacturers right now have some kind of payment deferment program. They're all doing these special APRs. There's still phenomenal incentives. We, as the people in the dealerships, the managers, the salespeople, the general sales managers, we now need to dig our heels in, start getting really creative on how we can offer relief instead of just offering a deal, okay? If we got to work the deal to set up, hey, we'll set your trade up to where, maybe we're able to cut you back set the deal up to where maybe we're able to cut you a check back for $1,000, $2,000. You can put money in your bank account. We can extend your payments out for 120 days. I know a dealer in Florida that's extending them out 120 days and then eating 3 more payments. So the customer is not making a car payment for 7 months. Now imagine if somebody is worried about what's going to happen with their job and they're driving a car that's maybe about to break down, and some dealer offers them a message of relief to where they don't have a car payment for 7 months, and maybe they can kick them a check back for $1,000 to put in their bank account. You don't think people are going to flock to that dealership instead of the one that says, hey, look how much I can take off MSRP on this car? Nobody gives a shit about that. You'll always take that amount off. You'll do that in any time. So why don't we deliver the message and frame the message to where it becomes, here's how my dealership and salespeople, pay attention here. Here's how you can frame a message to deliver to your audience without having to get approval from your general manager on whether or not you can do it, because all you're doing is letting them know how you can offer relief. And if you put that message out there and you make that message your message in your market, you're going to stand out a lot more than everybody else that's just delivering the same old boring message of come and get a great deal. Okay? A message of relief is going to offer an opportunity for a relationship. And like we were saying at the very beginning of the video, we have to get away from that one-track mindset of a transactional sale one time. We have to get into the mindset that it is a long-term relationship. It is a long-term partnership, not only between the salesperson and the customer, but between the dealership and the customer, the dealership and the salespeople in the dealership. It has to become focused that way, or we're gonna end up back in the same boat that we're in now. That's where we don't figure out digital retailing, and then when this all blows over, The dealers that did figure it out are going to kick everybody else. I don't know what to do. And one or two things are going to happen. They're either going to shut their doors or they're going to have to sell them.
I'm so excited.
And then those dealers that did figure this out, they're going to be the ones that come in and buy them. And like Rothschild said way back in the day, there's fortunes to be made when there's blood in the streets. The dealers that don't figure this out are going to be the ones bleeding. And the ones that do figure it out are going to be the ones making a fortune off of it.
So here's my idea. Just listen to you talking about that type of advertising that you can do where it's, again, focused on relief. You know, by and far the most inexpensive, but also that will yield the highest return ad that you can put out there is so simple. Just having a customer testimonial video. Yes. So I think if you pair that with, you know, let's get a customer on camera, just natural, no fancy.
Talking about the relief that you were able to provide for them in times like this.
You know what I'm saying? You put that out there, spend like, you know, heck, I know I've seen the budgets of a lot of these dealerships. Shoot, you just put $500 into that, and it's insane. Because I know just off of, I think I showed an ad the other day that I ran for us where we spent what $250, and the return on it was $350 just the leads, not including the messages to the page, right, phone calls, and the text.
So some that actually submitted a full-blown lead. Name, telephone number, and email address. And if it comes off of Facebook, it's even better because you know the email and address and the phone number are legit because they have to use it to sign up for it. And then, in order to get everything, their notifications and all that other stuff that they love, they literally have to have their information correct in there. So you know this is somebody that absolutely wants to be contacted. It's not like your Car Gurus leads where you get a Car Gurus email and no telephone number. And it's basically people telling you to piss off once you do email.